Let's talk about 3 transformative skills that will revolutionize your communication game, whether you're engaging on social media, captivating an audience on stage or in business meetings, or simply connecting with your loved ones. I'm Lisa Betts-Lacroix, your go-to speaking skills coach, your communication muse, and intimacy and embodiment teacher. Today, I want to share 3 of the most common opportunities for growth that I see when coaching people on speaking skills. And I want to offer some strategies for improvement in case you can relate. If you're in the habit of using weak language or filler words or sounds, you just might be diluting the impact of your message and leaving your audience feeling disconnected from you and disengaged from your message. And the challenge is that many people, maybe even most people, aren't even aware of how frequently they use words like no, actually, right? Do you know what I mean? And because I think it can be so powerful to eliminate weak language from your speaking, I'm often coaching people on it. But the challenge is that many people become self-conscious when you point it out to them or when they notice themselves how often they are using filler words. This is where the power of pause and presence comes in. Often I'll recommend, instead of trying to stop using filler words, instead, see if you can add pause, presence, breath, and self-connection, which will naturally make it easier to eliminate weak language because you'll become increasingly more comfortable with silence. If you can embrace moments of silence and get really comfortable with it, you'll have a lot less need to fill in and take up space and buy time and to pretend that you know exactly what you're saying in every moment, and that's why you don't even need to pause, which, surprise, surprise, is not very effective. By cutting out unnecessary filler words and sounds, you'll exude so much more confidence. Your message will be clearer and you'll come across as competent, which in turn will relax the person listening to you speak. Have you ever listened to someone who goes on and on and on and never quite gets to the point they were making, or if they did, you lost track of the conversation long ago because your brain tuned out? It's confusing and frustrating. And worse, maybe this has been you. Maybe at some point in a conversation, you realized you had a little voice going in your head telling you, you're not actually saying anything, you're not getting to the point. In which case you might have felt self-conscious, embarrassed, or judgmental. I want to help you be more effective at more regularly getting to the essence of your message. What I coach my clients to do is become accustomed to knowing that they have a cornucopia of information and incredible amounts of wisdom to share, but to get in the habit of only sharing one tiny piece, or maybe up to 50% of what you know. By saying less, you can distill your message down to its core, which will keep your audience captivated and connected with you. And you can trust that if it's right, if it's necessary, and if there's time, you'll get another opportunity to share all the rest of that wisdom that you left behind. In fact, it's much more likely you'll get that opportunity if you share 1 point or 50% of your message in a captivating and powerful way. As a speaking skills coach, I've seen firsthand how impactful clarity and brevity can be in elevating our message, building connection, and leaving a lasting impression. Trailing off at the end of a conversation or at the end of a sentence or point, leaving your audience feeling unsure if you have finished your thought. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's when you're speaking and you don't really know how to finish, so you end with something like, yeah, so there you go. Good, great, thanks. In an attempt to come to an end without having the habit of the antidote, which I call landing the period, we can come across as uncentered, incomplete, uncertain, and leave our audience or the person we're talking with feeling a little anxious about whether you finished your thought or not. The uncertainty can also lead to miscommunication and misunderstandings, definitely missed opportunities for connection. So when you master the art of landing the period, you will take your audience and your listener along for the ride, and they'll know exactly when you have finished speaking, when you have finished your point, and they'll feel the ending because you have landed the period on a downward note with certitude and confidence. Mastering the art of landing the period is powerful. So conclude your thoughts with that confidence and that conviction. Signal the completion of your message with strength and clarity, and you'll leave your audience feeling a sense of closure and understanding. These 3 skills, pause and presence, speaking the essence and landing the period, are not just speaking skills. They are communication skills, communication superpowers that will help you connect and grow and influence in all of the areas of your life. By upgrading your ability to be concise and direct and impactful, you're not just becoming a better speaker. You'll be transforming the way you connect with other people and upgrading the impact of your message for the world. These skills are a part of what I explore in much greater depth with my speaking skills clients. But you can enhance your speaking skills, your speaking abilities. You can upgrade right now by beginning to notice where these power leaks show up in your communication. Pay attention to when you're using filler words and how often, which ones are your favorites. Notice when you're saying more than you need to, therefore convoluting your message, and when you're not getting to the essence of your message quickly enough, or when you're trailing off instead of ending with impact. Self-awareness is always the first step to change. And once you notice these habits, you can begin to replace them with more powerful communication skills. Let me know in the comments if you notice any of these opportunities for growth or communication challenges in yourself and which ones you'd like me to elaborate on. As always, I'm Lisa Lacroix. I focus on speaking and communication skills on Mondays, as well as other topics on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, make a comment, and watch this video or that playlist. Thanks so much for being here.